We are gonna go ahead and add some black chia seeds, brown flax meal, walnuts, macadamia nuts, golden monk fruit sweetener, cocoa flavored collagen peptides, hibiscus rosehip tea, some ground clove, and now we combine. For the wet ingredients, we're gonna start off with orange extract, maple syrup, French vanilla creamer, goat kefir, and cow yogurt. And now we stir. At this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it in the fridge so it stays nice and cool for now. So for the roe, we're gonna go ahead and add some truffle salt. Next on the list, ground cloves, chipotle powder, and last but not least, some J cinnamon. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is I'm gonna flip to the other side of all of these and do the same. I basically went with 1 teaspoon of all of the seasonings I just did. So that is 1 teaspoon of truffle salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground clove, and 1 teaspoon of chipotle powder. All right, here goes some truffle salt, cinnamon, chipotle powder, and the ground clove. Maybe I'll do it like this by hand. And now, so for my pieces of pumpkin, I'm gonna go ahead and add some ghost pepper infused sea salt. And that was about a 1/2 teaspoon of the salt. And at this point, it is time to start heating this stuff up. I'm gonna add some of the yogurt mix that I made inside of this cone over here. All right, there you go. There goes 1. Put that off to the side. And here goes number 2. Maybe a 3rd one. Let's see. I don't know if I can fit it. I don't know if I can fit a 3rd one. Let's see. Maybe I can borrow some of this yogurt from over here. There you go. 3 cones. I'm gonna be adding more stuff to this. Some of the things that I add to the board, I'm gonna add in here. Don't know what yet. Little surprise. Alright, Korean melon, Hawaiian papaya, blueberries, blackberries, and kiwi berries, starfruit, pink pineapple, strawberries, peaches, a pluot, eggs, dry persimmon, a pecan dandy, this thing, macaroons, white cocoa peanut butter cup, Mayan coffee cocoa cheese, French mimolette, dates, Turkish figs, prunes, dark chocolate over here, dark chocolate. At the very end, I'm gonna add 2 pieces of mint mochi and a Pop-tart. There's a whole bunch of empty space over here. So far all I've done over here, I've added an extra virgin olive oil to the wok, and I've turned on the heat to a level 5 on a gas stovetop. Empanada. Pieces of roe. Alrighty, I'm now gonna flip this as I'm aiming for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Oh my god, it is smelling so good in here right now. I've got the last piece of roe, big toes. And you know what? Since I do have some space around the side over here, I'm gonna add the pumpkin. It's been about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and flip Squidward over here. Start adding the roe. Put the empanada somewhere around here. Ooh. And you know what? This pig feet, I think it fits just perfect. Add some of the ghost pepper salt on the eggs. Cottage cheese. Some sea salt. Chocolate caramel sauce. Some inside of the cones. Now I'm gonna add a white chocolate, fig butter, strawberry and goji fruit spread, pecan butter. I'll put the Pop-tart. Well, I don't know. Right there. Ooh, it's a little hot. Ooh. Both honey and a piece of honeycomb. I'm gonna stack the piece of honeycomb way over here. The 3rd sauce. Let's see. Here we go. Some of the good old Whippy whip. Coming in at 60 grams hot. And now for the sauces, I'm gonna add roughly 20 grams on each one of these little bowls. The first one I'm gonna start out with is a tropical mango cocoa Caribbean hot sauce of some sort. Next on the list, I have some coffee syrup, organic brown rice syrup. It moves like honey too. Agave nectar, Walden Farms marshmallow dessert dip. And last but not least, some mint mochi. Right now, it is time to feast. One thing I want to say, if you ever do embark on a fast, high recommendation while you are preparing your meal to break a fast. Highly recommend it. Don't taste test anything until you sit down. I did taste test the last time I broke a fast, which was like 4 days ago. And it just made the process of finishing up the meal so much mentally harder. This time around, I abstained from taste testing anything, and I'm a lot more like
calm. I'm self-paced right now. I don't feel like rushed to eat right now. I can say some things right now and not feel like, oh my God, the food. That's the only thing I gotta say. I'm gonna start smacking down. I'm gonna start off real fat boy status. Put a piece of Starfruit in there. I'm gonna put a date in there. I'm gonna add some of those roe in here. Here we go. I got an ice cream cone, a Starfruit, a date, some roe, yogurt, all the honeys and all that stuff. Let's see. That is amazing. Pork toes over here. Yo, that is really good. Some of the pigtail on this marshmallow dip. That's on point. Pigtail and marshmallow dip. I'm not playing. Piece of roe on the marshmallow dip. I'm gonna try a piece of roe with this mango salsa. I'm gonna try the piece of roe on agave. A piece of roe on the rice syrup. This is so good, man. Last but not least, the roe on the coffee syrup. Oh my God. This meal just had me going full Ethiopian right now. Oh my God, it's beef empanada. Let's see, beef empanada on marshmallow dip. What the? I'm doing that again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tell you what, beef empanada on marshmallow dip and coffee syrup. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna have the rest of the empanada with a piece of Starfruit dipped on some marshmallow syrup. Oh my God. It's meant to be, man. I'm gonna try the head of the squid with the pecan dandy dipped on Whippy Whip, and then the head of the squid, or the tail or whatever it's called, dipped in that mango sauce. Let's try all these things together. Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta do that again. More pecan dandy, Whippy Whip, and then the squid, I'm gonna dip in that brown rice syrup. Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got another ice cream cone. On this one, I'm gonna put a little piece of roe in there. All right. I'll put a little piece of pork. And then I'm gonna see if I can get a little piece of squid in there. And then throw a piece of fig in there. And throw one of these pieces of dark chocolate in there. Oh yeah, we're going there. And I'll throw a piece of peach in here. And I'll throw a piece of Starfruit. And I'll throw a piece of cheese. All right. Bon appetito. Oh my God. That was so on point. Oh my God, man. That last cone, I'm so serious. That was on point, man. All right, here we go for the last cone because this cone is getting a little soggy over here. For the last cone, what I'm going to be doing here, I got the last piece of dark chocolate. I got that Mayan coffee cheese. Another piece of roe. Man. And you know what? Slap a piece of mint mochi on top of that. Let's see. Oh my God. Yo, that's so good. That's crack. I'm gonna dip some of the rice syrup on this because, oh my God. And also some of the marshmallow dip. Oh my God. I got a squid tentacle with a piece of Pop-tart and a strawberry. Oh my God, that is so good. I am not saying that just to say that. That is so good, man. That is so good. That is so good. Oh my God. I just had a piece of pork with a Pluot. Don't do it. That tasted weird. I just pulled out some frozen grapes straight from the freezer just now. So they're frozen. 6 more grapes. I just wrapped up a second back-to-back 4-day fast. Now I'm going to aim for a third back-to-back 4-day fast. Overall, this last 4-day fast was pretty good, pretty standard. On the first, I was fine, you know, because that's when I have this big meal. The second, I was actually hungry the entirety of the next day. I didn't see that coming. And I didn't see it coming because most of the last fasts I've done, I haven't been hungry like the second day. Usually maybe the third. In this last 4-day fast, all of the second day I was hungry. And when I say hungry, I'm not talking so much like my hunger is like growling and trying to get me to eat hungry. It's more like, it was more of a mental hunger. It was more of a mental, which that is a lot, in my opinion, trickier to control. At least for me, I'm at a point where if it's a physical hunger, but when it feels more mental, oh man, that really puts my discipline to the test. Just put it that way. But then by the third day, I was fine. I was okay, relatively fine. There may have been 2 or 3 times where I felt, damn it, I'm trying to think of how to word this because it's one of those, I don't know this for a fact. I suspect that I may have had some fast related anxiety that may have kicked in a few times during the third day. I say I think, I suspect, because I don't know, maybe that strange anxiety, lostness doesn't have to do anything with the fast, but because I'm in the middle of that fast, it might be a variable. And then this morning, today, this fourth day, I woke up so relaxed. Oh my god! I'm telling you, this morning I was so relaxed. All I wanted to do was just sit down, and that's exactly what I did. I for a good while, I was just, and then matter of fact, I finished off an audiobook all along with just sitting down. And this audiobook is called The Little Book of not Higby, Horga, or it's like an idea from Denmark, way of being. I don't know how to pronounce the word right now, but like the narrator, he was talking in this very relaxed voice. And I'm like, man, this is the perfect thing to listen to right now. Like, he's talking about like happiness, how the people in Denmark go about a way of being that promotes well-being and happiness and all this stuff. And he's talking in the super relaxed voice. And I'm like, oh man, this is like, he's talking about being cozied up and being with the right lighting and some hot coffee with the fur and the texture. And I'm like, oh man, dude, like this, I'm in that mood right now. Literally, I was just in this super zen mood this morning. Last night, I was tempted to eat. And then this morning, when I'm actually supposed to be preparing to make my meal, I was like, I can forget about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You kind of want, like, you were looking forward to eat last night. Where'd it go? Where'd that hunger go? I don't know. But it kind of left along the same time that the Zen mode kicked in. That's one thing that seems to happen. Somewhere around day 4 or 5, this Zen will kick in. I don't ever know when it kicks in. Sometimes it kicks in on the third day, but this is Zen. Oh man. Matter of fact, I woke up, I listened to the audiobook. I didn't even get just straight to cooking like I normally would. I got in my car and I just went for a drive. Just to sit, just to chill, just to like be marinating in this sense of Zen mode. And then once I kind of finally snapped out of it, then I came back and I actually made the meal. Anyways. And then I guess as on the more objective side, how deep did I get into this particular fast? As far as like my GKI goes, my ketone levels and my glucose levels. So I think I'll post it up here somewhere. But just from my memory, I think my glucose levels were like 67 or 68. This morning. My ketone levels from memory, I think they were like 2.1 mmol / liter or whatever that means. I basically was deep. I was pretty deep. It's not the deepest, but it was pretty deep. I think it was 2.1. It may have been less. I don't know. No. I bring that up because a lot of people talk about how they fast and whatnot, but I suspect that a lot of other people, when they hear other people, funny how this works. A lot of people, when they hear other people talk about something like this, I think some of those people wonder, what did these people mean by I've been fasting? Because different people have different ideas of what counts as a fast. To some people, I'm consuming nothing, not even water. To some people, it's I'm consuming nothing with water. To some people, it's I'm consuming nothing and water and bone broth. And to some people it's like, oh no, I'm fasting. I'm just not eating meat, but I'm eating fish. So like there's different people have different ideas or practice different ways of fasting, and I suspect that that's where some people get a little bit of, what does that person mean by their fasting? What is that? They're not really fasting. That's not my definition of fasting. No, this is okay, fine. You know what? Here's some information about how I go about it. Basically, water and electrolytes. And that's it for me.
If that counts as fasting for you, if it counts as not fasting for you, anyways, that's about it. I've been brunched, you've been brunched, and I'm gonna get out of here until 4 more days from now. Let's see how this goes. All right, appreciate it. Thank you.